You're trying to get ahead of any mistakes that you might make, but these mistakes play a role in your success. There is something that you've worked towards and the effort is paying off. This is your harvest season. You're wealthy. I'm getting the word wealthy. And when you realize that, you'll know that there is only up from here. Hello, mystical light beings, and welcome to another Lena Mystic video. This week is big and you have a big message coming from Spirit. So we're gonna get into that message and see what that message is from Spirit that Spirit needs you to know right now. I'm gonna start with the Feminine Wisdom Oracle deck. This is one of my new faves. I got it from Crystal Fox in Laurel, Maryland. And I gotta say, Crystal Fox has been my favorite for a very long time. I'm very thrilled that I've gotten to move back to, not over there, but like in this area, back in the DMV. So let's see what we get. Your message is that this week you're going to be receiving some support. There's going to be some support coming through for you. Maybe it's going to be financial support, maybe it'll be physical support, maybe it'll be mental support. Whatever it is, you're getting the support that you need to create a vision and to have more stability. You're also being told to incorporate more balance into your life. And with you being able to get the support that you're getting this week, I sense that it will create more balance in your life. I'm hearing the message that it's okay to rely on yourself, but also to welcome in support from other people. Sometimes people don't have the same vision as us, but that's not always a negative thing. It could be a positive thing as well. We don't know everything on this planet. We don't know everything in this universe. So it's very valuable to take from the source consciousness, which we all add to, and learn new things and become more open-minded through the process. So if you are working with somebody that you may be clashing with, try to become more open. What is it that they're saying? Less of this was done wrong or what they're saying is wrong, and more of what are they saying? I want to know more. Okay, what's the other message from Spirit? The other message is to surrender. Wow, okay, so this message is becoming more and more clear throughout the reading. If you're getting the card to surrender, it's saying that you're trying to control every outcome of everything, and you're being told to take a step back. There's something that you're supposed to be learning right now, and it's a little hard to learn if you're only looking at what you can provide, what you can say, and not also receiving messages from other people as well. This surrender card is telling you to let go and begin releasing. And I think it's been a little hard for you to release certain things because you've often lived in survival mode and you've often been the protector. But now you can still be a protector and still be open to the experiences around you instead of holding them and thinking every experience that you're having right now has something to do with that triggering experience. And any of you all who have been here know that I wrote a book called Healers Break to Heal, the Guide to Forgiveness Workbook. It's really helpful for going through that shadow work process and learning more about yourself and starting to gain control over your triggers instead of letting your triggers control you. So if you haven't gotten that book and you haven't gone through the process, definitely get it, because we want to control our lives to a certain extent. We want to be able to control it more than a trigger or a negative past experience can. And if you find yourself being triggered by negative past experiences, then it could be the time and the reminder that it's time to begin the healing journey. It's time to look into the shadow work so that you can become a more authentic version of yourself. I believe that healing helps you to become more and more of you, more of your higher self, more of your ascended self. The more you heal, the more you learn, the more you become self-aware, the higher your frequency can go, and the more you can elevate. I'm gonna pick some more cards. I wanna get more clarity on what's going on this week as well for us. The King of Cups. This is saying that something massive is happening for you, and you are becoming a more aware spirit of what's inside of you. You're becoming a master of your emotions, a master of your experiences. And this is in a way becoming a very healing experience for you and making you feel like you're wealthy. I'm getting the word wealthy. This is creating more income, and this is creating more success in the business experiences that you're having, because sometimes we let our feelings or what we think is actually going on get into our head, and then we're projecting it onto experiences. But the more you can control your feelings and be aware of your triggers and your experiences that's actually happening, the more you can welcome in more success into your life, because we like to jump ship before it actually goes down. And we're thinking, oh, it's going to go down at some point. There are ships that go down, and you're automatically assuming that the worst is going to happen to you. But what if you assumed more of the positive? What if you just experienced? Maybe you don't need to assume positive or negative. Maybe you can just experience and receive what is going on, no matter what you perceive it as. We don't know what's gonna happen next. Even intuitives, even psychics, we don't know exactly what's gonna happen next. We have an image, we have a feeling, we have an existence. We can even see things very clearly sometimes, but we don't know step by step. There's no script to life. So just keep that in mind. If you're trying to control things, a lot of the times you're gonna get in your own way, and you're gonna self-sabotage. You're gonna sacrifice so many beautiful experiences that you deserve to have. So don't get in the way of what could be great. Let your life shine. Another message. Wheel of Fortune. This is also confirming what I just said. There's a million different ways that things could work out, but sometimes you're only going to perceive what it is that is already going on up here. So think of mind over matter. And I think that's the biggest message too within this reading is mind over matter. A lot of these past experiences are getting in the way. And it's not even the past experience is what's getting in the way. It's the way you've perceived it, and the fact that you still have a lot to deal with when it comes to that past experience. There's a lot to heal from in that past experience. And this is just your reminder. Begin that healing journey. It's needed right now because something big is changing for you. Something beautiful is happening for you. There is something that you've worked towards, and the effort is paying off. This is your harvest season. But you won't know what you're able to harvest if you're not actually seeing it for what it is. Like, if you don't know when a fruit or vegetable is ready to be eaten, you're gonna let it rot, you know? And you're just like, oh, it's not there yet. Like, you think you know what's going on. Oh, it's not there yet, it's not ready to be eaten, and then the next day it's rotted. Be open to receiving knowledge right now. Be open to experiencing, learning, taking a bite, and maybe it's not ready to be eaten, you know? But you taking that knowledge in step by step. You're trying to get ahead of any mistakes that you might make, but these mistakes play a role in your success. And these things that you consider or you claim as failures are so vital to your experiences in becoming. You are becoming. Nothing is set in stone. And that's the message I'm getting too, is nothing is set in stone. Any mistakes you've made every day, in every moment of every day, we get to make new choices. So it's okay. All things are lining up right now for you this week. A lot of things are lining up for you, and all the work that you're doing is lining up for you, but you have to remain open. This is big on being open and receiving the experiences that are going on, because you may perceive something as negative and it's getting in the way of that opportunity. The Hierophant is saying to me that somebody could be the one that's putting these feelings into you. Somebody could be not intentionally necessarily, but just because they've been betrayed and they're projecting onto you, and they're saying, I don't really believe in that. Or they're kind of spitting this energy on you that's not your energy, and you could be empathetic and you're feeling what they're saying to the core, and you're thinking that it's your own feelings, your own experience, but it's not. So there's a lot of things that are, a lot of hands in the pot right now. And you're being asked to kind of step away a little bit and try to figure out what's going on inside of me. What am I actually feeling? And tuning into that third eye energy, like what's actually going on. I'm using my pineal gland, and I'm trying to assess what's happening right now. And if I don't know, how can I receive what's happening right now? How can I be open to it? And then with the Queen of Wands, it's telling me that you're getting this strength to be able to create your life. Once you do that healing, once you do that openness, you are able to see so much more and so much bigger than what you were able to before. And it's allowing you to have more opportunities. For any of you who have been waiting to hear back from jobs and stuff, there is something that you still need to figure out about yourself, what it is that you actually want. And that's why it's being on a standstill. And to be able to figure out what you actually want, because you think you know, but to be able to figure out what you actually want, you have to try out new things. And you have to be open to trying out new things and listening to new messages. Don't be afraid to not be an expert. Don't be afraid to be a beginner right now. It's okay. And the beginner phase is when you start to master. And when you realize that, you'll know that there is only up from here. I don't know who this message was for, but if it was for you, go ahead and put a mushroom in the comment section below so that I know that you received this message and that you enjoyed it. Share with anybody that you think needs some guidance or that you think would love this channel, this video, and find any support in it. And for this community, I appreciate you guys so much, and I hope that I see you in another video next week. Bye.